Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today we are taking a look at the latest in the Zone headset family from Logitech, the Logitech Zone True Wireless Earbuds. In today's video, we're going to be unboxing the Zone True Wireless Earbuds, doing a device overview, getting a feel for what comes within the box, carrying case, cables, all that good stuff. We'll take a brief look at how to set this up and tune its settings with Logi Tune. And then stay tuned for a follow-up video in which we'll do a demo of audio and Microsoft Teams integration. Let's dig in. All right, let's take a look at the packaging here. Logitech has really done a lot recently as far as bolstering its sustainability of its packaging, removing, eco-friendly dyes and all that from the boxes. These are very eco-friendly boxes, and you can read more about their efforts right there. I'm going to flip this thing around to the other side so we can get a quick view from the outside of what the contents of the box are. We've got our USB-A to USB-C cable for charging. We've got the carrying case itself. We've got the charging case for wireless charging. Documentation, of course. A USB-A dongle, a USB-C to USB-A converter, and then the earbuds right up top with the medium ear tips installed. Small and large ear tips available as well. After splitting the plastic seal or the plastic tape seal at the bottom here, we can now get the box cracked open, and we've got a little bit of that colorful branding right up top with the Logi purple. Taking a look at some of our instructions here, instead of having the documentation all printed out for a quick start guide, we've got a URL at the bottom, support/Zone True Wireless out at logitech.com. And we see a couple different things here. We've got the USB cable showing us how to charge our wireless charging case by connecting to a laptop. We can see how to pair with Bluetooth as well as turn the case on and off. We see a couple other steps here. The pairing continued right here for Bluetooth. And then step 3 gives us all of our integration point steps. We can see we got Microsoft Teams integration over here. We're going to tackle that on a follow-up video, but we see all the different things that can be accomplished per ear. We've got left and right ear functionality for the buttons on each earbud. Pulling the purple container up top, we can see that we've got the charging case right down here, and that is in a protective plastic wrapping. It just lifts right out. We pull that plastic wrapping off, and we'll take a closer look at that case in just a moment. As we pull the purple sleeve out of the bottom there, nothing else here. This is just kind of molded. But when we go and take a look at the very bottom, we can see we got a bit more documentation here. You know, all those typical warnings and legal stuff that you need to have with your electronics. And this little purple box that we had sitting on the top, we can see right here, we've got a view of the earbud wearing. This is kind of letting you know, hey, if you don't know how to put an earbud in, that's kind of how it slides in. We've got the small, medium, and large tips for fitting various ear sizes. And then Logi Tune is the software we're going to use to set up our settings, update firmware, configure the device to our liking by customizing those button functionalities, and then the stores that you can get the Logi Tune app from on your mobile phone, the App Store, and of course the Google Play Store. As we pull that open right there, we can see right on the inside, we've got our travel case. Flipping that around, got the Logi branding right up front. And then we've got our zipper going all the way around. This is a rather, it's not too rigid, but it's firm. It gives protection to the contents inside with a little bit of flexibility. Great for tucking into your backpack and taking it on the go. As we unzip the case, and we pull that open, we've got our USB-A to USB-C cable that is tucked both ends into their own little elastic, whatever you want to call these for holding them in place. The cord wraps around and it tucks into these little sleeves at the top and bottom on both sides, keeping the cord in place where it needs to be. You've got your USB-A to USB-C here as well in case you don't have a USB-A port available on your PC. On the far right here, inside of a little protective cardboard sleeve, we've got our USB-A dongle. The dongle back in there, we can see that we've got our ear tips here. Now again, the medium-sized ear tips come installed on the earbuds by default. So we've got small here, large here. I think I'm going to be able to leave these in the container here for now because medium usually fits my ears best. But the spot that we just pulled them from, this is where we will set our charging case when we're finished putting everything away so that we can carry this in one small, concise travel carrying case. Coming in for a close-up look of the actual Zone True wireless earbud case and earbuds themselves. Got our branding up top. This is a hard, rigid case. This is a wireless charging case, but we will plug in the USB-C here. We'll plug in the USB-A or using the attachment USB-C end of the other end of the cable to a laptop or PC or Mac to charge our case. When we crack the lid on top, and this is a magnetically closing lid, so it stays closed unless you pry it open. But popping that open there for the first time, we get to take a look at the Zone True wireless earbuds sitting right into their case there. We've got the LED lighting sitting right up front. We've got our power and Bluetooth connectivity button sitting right in the center. And then we've got the purple little line here on this earbud giving us that Microsoft Teams integration functionality. These are, again, certified for Microsoft Teams. And then each of these just sits right into the case. They charge via those little metal prongs at the bottom. And they do stay in place with a light magnetism, ensuring that if you were to set this upside down, they're not falling, they're not going anywhere. That magnetism keeps them firmly in place. The Zone True wireless earbuds are IP68 rated, meaning that in addition to being a great on-the-go mobile audio solution for work that is certified for Microsoft Teams, they can also be sweat on while you are working out with them, literally allowing you to use them for various purposes all day long. There are 6 total microphones, 3 on each earbud, with the innermost mic on each earbud using bone conduction. There are also 2 different modes to operate these in. There is hybrid ANC for active noise canceling, and then there is transparency mode, which effectively allows you to bring in external noises like traffic or noises around you that you might typically be filtering out through the advanced beam mic forming array, so that you can be aware of your surroundings while also hearing the audio through the earbuds. All right, so a quick demo before we get these things set up using the Logi software. What does it look like to actually put them in, and then what does it look like when you're actually wearing them? So we'll take them kind of facing toward each other with the plastic or the fabric facing outward, and they'll like tuck into the ear and kind of sit cradled right out in. They almost kind of twist in, but you get that whole front view, you get the side view. We've got the purple button over on this side, and we've got the non-purple button on this side. And these are buttons. So press one. I can press a button on either side to activate the different capabilities that we are going to program those buttons to do. There you go. Look and feel demo. All right, we mentioned earlier that Logi is the software that we will be using to manage the firmware, update the firmware, and manage settings for our Zone True wireless earbuds. So we've opened up Logi. It detects the Brio that we are speaking into now as far as recording our video, but it does not yet know about our Zone True wireless earbuds. So we'll crack the lid open on the case. We will take each earbud out. They are already paired together. They already know about each other. And we will place them where they go, in ear. Then we will take the provided USB-A dongle and we will plug that into the laptop. Once we do that, the earbuds talk to the dongle. We see Zone True Wireless sitting there and with an update available, which is great. So we'll jump right in. And we'll say update now, letting us know we're updating to the latest 5.7.0. And I just heard a voice say power on in each ear, the little ding, and connected. So we are obviously at the end of our update cycle here where it sits at 100%. And there we go. We are all set, it says. We'll click done and our firmware is updated. So we'll go back into our Zone True Wireless. And right now you can see we've got some sound settings right up front. We got transparency turned on right now, which allows for that outside ambient noise to be heard in the earbuds. So that if you're somewhere near like a road where you need to be aware of your surroundings while still listening to the audio coming through, transparency mode will allow that. You can disable ANC altogether or turn on noise cancellation. I like it, so I'm going to turn it on. I heard a little whoop, and now I don't hear the ambient noise of the room anymore. The equalizer settings, right now it's at default. We can come in here and say volume boost, podcast, bass boost, and custom, and you can mess with all these little settings right here if you're going to do custom. I'm going to leave all this alone, but if I ever wanted to use these for doing a podcast, this is where I'd come in and change that up. Now we can run a headset diagnostic test. We may be able to check audio functions, internet connectivity, and application features, etc. So let's say start test. It says, do I hear the ringtone? And yes, I do. Now it wants me to test the mic. I am recording audio, talking into the 6 different microphones, 3 on each of these things. I do hear myself, and I talk too long. So we say yes. We've got a microphone and speaker check, okay. Connectivity check, okay. And then soft phones. So in the app settings, confirm speaker and microphone are both set to Zone True Wireless. So in the Microsoft Teams client, in our device settings, that's where we would do that. We can save the results if we want to, but hey, we just wanted to check if everything was good, and we're good to go. So we'll click the X there, and that's it for sound. Now, if we come on over to our settings, we can change the name of the device if we want to. We can go to About the Headset. This lets us know our firmware is up to date because we just updated it. We can check for more updates down here. We can click on more details to get all our hardware info. So that's the About section. And then coming down to our behavior, we've got the bottom functions. So clicking on that, we get left earbud and right earbud. Now, you'll notice that we're on the right earbud, we've got that purple line right here. A short press of that purple line is our Microsoft Teams functionality. That's what it is, and we'll save that because that's the integration point part. A long press is a voice assistant. Clicking on that allows us to make a long press also be Teams, do volume up or down instead. We'll leave it as is though. And then double tapping that button is our ANC toggle. So 1, 2, we've turned ANC on, off, or, whatever the case is, transparency mode. We can also change this to next track or mute, play, and pause. Coming over to the left earbud, we've got our short press. That will be our mute, play, pause. We can change that up to next track, Microsoft Teams, and ANC toggle. Long press is currently next track, but you got several options to change it to there. And you get the idea with our double tap. You can customize almost every single one of the buttons on each ear individually. And then if you are all confused about what you've done, you can restore the defaults and start over again. So those are the functionality changes we can do. Sleep settings, right now it's set to never, but you can change it to different time frames for going to sleep. And then in-ear detection. You know how we said earlier that the innermost microphone uses bone conduction for detecting voice. We can use that in-ear detection for it to know that they're in-ear or just sitting on the table, not being used, but not in their charging case. So we'll say, yes, let's turn that on. For our voice prompts, we want to enable our voice prompts, so we're going to leave that on as well. And then connectivity. Our connection priority, we want it to be sound quality over stable connection. Maybe you don't. Maybe you want the stable connection. But sound quality is usually going to trump connectivity in most cases. People want a good quality audio experience. So we'll leave that alone. Connected devices. We've got the wireless dongle that is connected right now. If we were also using these to wirelessly connect to our mobile phone, you'd see that in here as well. And then when we say manage devices, there are no settings available for the wireless dongle. We may have some options available on the mobile phone if we were wirelessly
connected with Bluetooth there. Notice you can have up to 2 devices connected simultaneously. And that's it for managing the settings and the firmware of the Zone True Wireless earbuds with Logi Tune. You will need this as well if you want to make sure that these things are recognized in your enterprise's Logitech Sync cloud-based device management platform rollout. In that platform, it's not just for room systems anymore. You can now detect personal peripherals, webcams, earbuds, headsets, Logi Dock. It's all detected there. But the Logi Tune app is at the heart of that connection between the personal collab and sync.
And there you go. That was an unboxing and device overview of the Logitech Zone True Wireless earbuds. If you found this helpful and you want to see a demo of the Microsoft Teams integration as well as an audio recording, check out the other video. We'll have a link in the upper corner of this video referencing that. That's where you can see that. In the meantime, please share this all over your social media circles. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not already. There is a little red button in the bottom corner of the video that'll let you do that. Turn on notifications so that you stay in the know when I come out with new videos. And I hope we will see you back here for the next device overview video.